for a while, names that we haven't seen for a while, and we are just absolutely loving getting the band back together and taking on this quest, continuing this quest of getting healthy. And one of the fun things that's happened, as we've talked about, is as maybe for the last few months to a year or so, people have kind of been doing their own thing and trying to find their own way. People have learned a lot and gained some new insights and some skills and ideas and knowledge and information. And so as we come back together, we're able to now benefit from even more of this type of learning. So excited about launching the BulaFit again, excited about us all getting back into good shape and healthy. I know a number of people have been messaging me saying, okay, now since we last talked, this has happened in my health, and I'm now on this medication, or my brother is struggling with this. And so it's so exciting to get back together and talk about these things. And yes, we are definitely banding together in an effort to lift everyone's health and to be a big part of this BulaFit challenge. We have Jennifer Winder, which many of you remember as our keto chef back in the day, right? And now healthy eating and coach for all things having to do with health, all things having to do with healthy food, and now having teamed up with Robin Mons and Healthy Mindset. And so, Jen, of anyone here, you've been on a journey of learning and experiencing and teaching and coaching. And so we're so grateful to have you as part of the BulaFit, as one of our BulaFit coaches. And I know today you're going to kind of give us a little bit of a prelude and intro to what we're going to be experiencing as we go forward in this challenge. And so thank you. And Robin, I know Robin's still traveling, right? She had
Yes.
some difficulty getting back home. So we're gonna be very patient. Let Jen just do it all because her partner in crime can't join her this morning. But we are really excited, Jen. Thank you for being willing to help coach us through this challenge. And I think I'm just going to turn it over to you. But I'm here if we want to discuss or have any questions and so forth.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Todd. And yes, please excuse Robin. She was so sad that her flight got canceled. They put her on a red eye and it will not land until we are done with this call. So I'm like, it's okay. We're not doing anything too crazy today, so I think I can handle it. Yeah, I'm so excited. I was talking with her yesterday about, what to really tell you to get you guys so excited about this because the reality is all of you have done the BulaFit program. I mean, I think most people, there will be people who have not, but trust from everybody that's done it. It's amazing. And it changed my life. I can honestly say it changed my life. It changed my family's life. And the changes are still evident in that. But I actually met Robin while I was doing the BulaFit program. Gosh, I feel like maybe 5 years ago. I have no idea. And I knew that we wanted to team up. And about 3 years ago, we started developing a program, and it's pivoted a lot how we executed the delivery. But we believe we have this program at this amazing, just after being tested through many people, we believe that it is changing lives. And I have a few people who are going to talk about that today that I will bring on. But just to give you a little overview of what it is, because what it is it's a complement to the BulaFit program. It's an addition to it. It's not a change in the BulaFit program. Robin and I developed a little motto that we started saying quite a while ago, and it was simply nutrition and exercise without mindset can feel like a diet to people, right? You're getting all your nutrients in, which we need desperately. Our food is very nutrient deficient. And we're getting the exercise in, which our bodies need. But when we haven't changed those pathways in our brain, sometimes it's easy to kind of yo-yo back and forth a little bit. And with this program, we really believe that it supports all lifestyles, especially the BulaFit. It just slides in. It's just like the perfect puzzle piece. So what I'm going to do here first is I'll share a few testimonies. I have a written one, I have an audio one, and then Mary, why don't we bring you on first? Hi, Mary.
Hi, Jen. How are you?
And she's got all the respiratory stuff going on. So I'm like,
I'm
it's
just getting over
okay.
bronchitis.
We like your
Sorry.
morning voice. It's
Ooh,
okay.
isn't it nice?
So Mary also is a participant in BulaFit programs. She has been through many of them. She's been on many of my teams. And she also went through our Mindset60 program, which, just to give you a little base, the reason it's called Mindset60 is we believe that your brain the pathways can be changed in 60 days. And so it just coincides perfect with our timeline. But Mary, why don't you tell us about your experience with the synergy of how these two kind of work together?
Okay. So when I first started doing BulaFit, I was really new to keto. I was on a kind of a downward spiral in life, my health, everything. And this is actually how I met Jen because I started cooking keto. Anyhow, so went through several BulaFit challenges, lost some weight, but something was still missing because as soon as I went off of the challenge, I just went back to my old habits. Then I met Jen and started doing Mindset 60. Talk about mind blowing. The things that you thought you knew, and you're so conditioned to do, like the way you conditionally eat and conditionally think. I was brought up, you don't leave the dinner table until all of your food is gone. That's how I was brought up. And, it's like, don't you know there's starving people? You can't leave anything on your plate. You don't throw anything away. And I was so wrong with all that. It's okay not to eat everything. It's okay to not even eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 8, 12, and 5. If you're not hungry, don't eat. But in my head, that's how I was taught. That's how I was brought up. And now I find doing intermittent fasting, I've gone sometimes 20 something hours without eating, without even realizing it, because I'm just not hungry. And I'll be with my husband or we'll be somewhere and everybody's eating and they're like, why don't you eat? And kind of guilt you into it. I don't feel guilty anymore. I just don't eat. And that's because of the Mindset 60. Without your mind knowing what you're doing and knowing it's okay not to have your whole life revolve around food, it's so, I don't even know the word I'm looking for. It's amazing. And now if I don't eat everything, I don't even feel guilty when I throw it away. It's okay. Um, God, Jen, what's some of the other stuff that we've actually talked
Well,
about?
and the reality is it's not, Mary mentioned keto, she mentioned intermittent fasting. Everybody on here probably is eating, people may be eating keto, they may be eating this way, they may be eating that way. The point is, we all know how to lose weight with whatever works for you. It's getting that to switch. So BulaFit supports all these different lifestyles, which is a lovely, lovely thing. And it's figuring out kind of what works for you. But what Mary's referring to and what we'll be teaching you in Mindset 60 is listening to your body and not essentially what society
Mhm.
dictates to you. So I'm going to be sharing another testimony with somebody who made one little simple tweak and she's now lost 50 pounds because of it. And it's just changed everything, but it was getting kind of out of those conditioned things that she does, which, we're just taught them. You guys, I taught them to my children. Like, it's so interesting as I learn this, and I'm like, wow, we've got to make some changes here. And just to give you, one of the things we call this is conscious eating. And just to put this in perspective of what it is, and we'll be talking about this a little bit in the program also, is you know, several years ago, people didn't have to think about food. Like they ate when they were hungry. They had to go hunt for their meals. They didn't have to be conscious. It was like, if it's available, we need to eat. Well, we live in a world where everything's available at every minute. So if you throw that conscious thought of, am I even hungry out the door? then it's always available and it's in abundance. So where lack of abundance can be very stressful, so much abundance can be so stressful on your body. So we're going to kind of teach you how to be conscious in a world where anything and everything is available. Thank you, Mary. I
You're
really, really
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So I want to play, this is a audio message, and then I'll talk to you about that. This is from Erica Sanchez. She's actually a home hospice nurse. So when she is on call or at her assignment, she cannot get on here, but she recorded this for us. Oh, Todd, you know what? I probably need to come back to the Zoom. I bet you I have to share my screen, huh? Let's see here. I hope this works. Do you see that? Okay, let's see if we can hear it.
Yep.
Give me a thumbs up when I play it if you can hear it.
Hello, everybody. I wasn't able to come on this morning, but I did want to go ahead and reach out to y'all and just share my experience. But the combination of Mindset60 and the BulaFit challenge has completely transformed the way I think about food, helping me shed 50 pounds and changing my habits for the better. Before starting this journey, I drank coffee every morning without a second thought. It was simply a habit. Something my mind had been conditioned to do, but through Mindset 360, I began to question why I was doing it. Did I really need that coffee, or was it just an automatic behavior? This realization was a turning point for me. By breaking free from old conditioning and truly evaluating my eating and drinking patterns, I started to see food as fuel rather than a reflexive habit. Incorporating the structured guidance and accountability of the BulaFit challenge helped me stay consistent and mindful, creating lasting changes. Together, they taught me how to think differently about my choices, paving the way for my incredible transformation. Thanks, you guys. Good luck.
Okay, so when the issue here isn't the drinking the coffee every morning, because plenty of people have their coffee. What Erica realized was the issue with what she was doing was that she was just drinking it without even thinking about it. I think she was making bulletproof coffee, so she would add her fat, which is great. It has so many health benefits. But once she started listening to her body and then drinking it when her body was asking for it, she started losing weight like crazy. She got rid of that conditioned eat. So it was pretty awesome. And just to let you know, the way that this program lays out, because I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh, we're going to be doing two programs. They're going to completely coincide with each other. So everybody who is registered for the BulaFit Challenge, on Monday morning, they will be put in Mindset 60. You will get a little text letting you know that you've been added. You'll get an email that will give you access to our portal. Only members will have access to this. And it won't be every day, but the first few weeks, you'll get a little 2 or 3 minute video released that will teach you a concept. These concepts, some of them you're going to go, whoa, okay, I don't know why I did not think about that. I mean, that's how I was because I went through Robin's program before we teamed up. Those are going to build upon each other. And they're very easy to get. We have an app you can use to go straight to them, or you can go online and just go straight through the portal. There's videos that show you how to do all of that. Those on Monday nights, we will be having coaching calls where Robin and I will be on. Monique and Terrence will be on those too. These are going to be very valuable calls. This is where you will be able to bring your real life experiences that you're having, and we'll show you how to integrate the principles that you're learning with your own personal life. So, like, there's so many different examples if you think about all the things, because we're going to teach you how to eat for hunger and not for the other 3 reasons that we eat outside of hunger. And so we're going to be kind of discussing that and going through that. Todd, any questions up till now? Is there anything I need to say that I'm not saying here?
Not on my end. I think we'll need to go over the whole schedule at the at the end to let people know of when things are. But I think you're doing great.
For sure. So we're going to also be talking about some nutrition. We'll be throwing some cooking classes in. We'll be doing anti-inflammatory recipes, which are great because they support any way of eating. And we'll be showing you how to make recipes out of your keto fuel, which is my favorite. I want to say we have about 15 different ones. It might be time to start developing some new ones too. I haven't dipped into the development phase for a little while. Um, but other than that, I wanted to read you, for those of you who remember Cindy Atwood, she's done many challenges with us. She could not get on today. She actually sent me a really long testimony, and I'm gonna read you just 2 paragraphs of it. Um, she said, over the next little while of working with Robin and Jennifer in individual group meetings, my life transformed in ways I never thought possible. I went from a state of near hopelessness to finally gaining control over my health, in, where am I? Including getting off all my medications, most of the medical supplements I was having to take. I now only take my tried and true health supplements, which she loves our supplements. Um, and follow the food and eating tips I received from Robin and Jennifer, including listening to the cues from my own body. I finally have most of my energy back and even better, my sense of well-being. And yes, my body has even lost some needed weight and kept it off. It is a slow and steady progress, but the program works. And even better, what this program does is change mindsets. What does that mean? It means seeing myself and my life differently. I have a better outlook on life, which allows me to take more control in all aspects of my life, not just health and weight. For me, I learned that many of my health and weight issues were symptoms of emotional baggage I was carrying around. In the process of finding health physically, I found a ton of emotional healing as well. That is what healing inflammation internally can do. Help with physical health, help with emotional health, and rebalancing hormones and weight. And she has had a real health transformation. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and I always get so excited with that. But I was just going to say something and I can't remember what I was going to say. Um, when we're doing this program and we're teaching you and we're helping you change these pathways in your brain, what is going to help the most is if you really are engaged and you show up to those coaching calls and you get coached. Because even if you say in the span of a coaching call, you have 4 people that you coach, right? And that's what you get through, but there's 20 people on a call, you will still learn. Everybody will be able to relate to everything that's going on. And so it's really important to integrate that because that's where the lasting change comes. And then when you put it forward. The other thing I want to tell you is what we teach you takes no extra work. So if this sounds like, whoa, this is going to be a lot, if you can take your brain with you to wherever you eat, you're going to be fine. We're going to get rid of the word cheat meals. We're going to get rid of the words falling off the wagon. And we're going to teach you just how to live this regular life the BulaFit way. And it's going to be awesome. All right, Todd.
Fantastic, fantastic. So what I think would be helpful right now, because I love the testimonials, I love the fact that people, Mary and let's see, that was
Erica and
Erica,
Cindy.
and then Cindy. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I love those testimonials, and I think that part of this program is going to be us having opportunities to share what is working for us, right? And also to be able to share what's a struggle, and working through these things. And so coaching calls on Monday night are going to be primarily for that. And then obviously we'll be able to dive in deeper into some of the fitness things on Friday when Christy does the BulaFit movement Zoom. And then these Saturday Zooms will be topic based, where we'll be able to pick particular topics. For example, if there's a lot of interest in, hey, how do we cook with the fuel? We might actually get a little bit of a window into Jen's kitchen, and see some recipes and some practical cooking ideas and things. Because one of the programs that I know works really well for me, or the parts of the program that works really for me, is to replace a meal with a shake. So,
Correct. Yeah.
just whatever meal it is that is normally going to be rushed. And so you're going to be maybe not able to make as good of choices, right? That might be the one that I'd grab on the road, pulling over to a fast food place. Well, what I have replaced that with a vital fuel replacement shake. So, and you can do it whether you're just adding water to it. You can do it if you're home, if you want to mix it in a blender and change up the flavor by throwing something else in there. You've shown us how we can make it into pancakes and into crepes and lots of other types of things. So I think that'll be a fun part of it. I know that's one of the most effective things for me is if I just take one meal a day and make sure that meal is non-inflammatory and just completely non-inflammatory.
I love what Todd said because he said one meal a day. He didn't say breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but maybe, hey, when I'm feeling hungry this morning, that's going to be my first meal.
Well, and I do that sometimes at night because sometimes if I work too late or whatever, then it's late and I'm like, I need to go to bed, but I am hungry now, right? I've stayed up past the point where I'm now am hungry, and making the shake is an easy thing to do, and it's very satisfying and tastes great. You know, a good friend of ours, Patty Gardner, when she first started on this, hers was the ice cream diet. If you remember that, she had that little
She had
personal
ice cream every
maker.
day.
Yeah, she would make ice cream using the fuel shake powder, and that was her go-to through the program. So it's not a set thing, right? People need to customize this to what works for them, and like you said, eating when they're hungry, and listening to the body. So we're going to learn a lot through this program. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and see if anybody has any questions and we can answer questions? Because I think that's a good thing to do before we get started here when people might be saying, well, what about this or what about that?
Yes. And Monday night we'll kick off the first call. I will just tell you this. You will receive a text message 30 minutes before the call with the link to the coaching call because this coaching call will be exclusive to those who are doing the challenge. So know that that's where the link is coming from. But are there any questions or does anybody want clarification on anything?
I don't have a question, but I have something I just kind of want to throw out there. The coaching calls that you're talking about, Jen, are so important because they're so helpful. And you get like, it's almost like a one-on-one coaching if you're struggling in certain places. Those are, to me, are so valuable. So if anybody's going to do this, take advantage of that because the information you get and the help that you get is amazing. They've just done wonders for me. So I can't emphasize enough, get on that call. They're just, Robin and Jen are remarkable people. And there's so much wrapped up in their brains that they give you. It's just, anyhow, you'd be crazy to miss that call. I love them. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Thanks, Mary.
Yep.
So that's Monday night. And then Tuesday night, at the same Zoom link that you used to get here, that Get BulaFit, that will be the Tuesday night opportunity for Top Shelf Nutra and BulaFit. And that's also where we're going to be able to invite guests, right? Because in addition to sharing what Top Shelf and BulaFit are, we're going to have a couple of testimonials each week on that Tuesday night, okay? Then Friday morning is with Christy Nelson, where she's going to do the movement training and coaching. And so that'll be a lot of fun on Friday mornings. And then this Saturday Zoom will be our training. And the Tuesday, Friday, Saturday are all at this link, getbulafit.com. So everybody's invited. You know, whether you're in the program or you're out of the program, it's a great place to invite friends and family. But the Monday night coaching is exclusive for those who are on the challenge and in the program, you know, this time.
And Mindset60 is set up that if you find someone who wants to join with us 2 weeks in, they can. It will start that with them then. So don't feel like people have to wait 60 days for the next challenge or whenever the next challenge starts, they can sign up immediately. For the BulaFit challenge, right, Todd? I mean, there's no reason why they need to wait.
No, absolutely. And that's what's going to happen because
I
mean, all of us see all the names and faces here are going to start looking different and feeling different. And people are going to say, what are you doing? Right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to say, oh, well, wait till this is over and then I'll tell you about it. No, get in, let's get going. So
yeah. It will
Hi, this is Lorraine. I have a question. Can you hear me okay?
Sure
Hi,
can.
Lorraine.
Okay. was there a link or something we were supposed to go in and sign in and do this? Because I'm on the Facebook. I did that. I ordered my products. Was there something that we're supposed to go in and sign in?
No, that's the fun thing about it, Florine, is that if you've ordered either the BulaFit challenge pack, or if you've just enrolled in the BulaFit program, right? Because you wanted to order the products you wanted to order, but yeah,
Right.
either of those will enroll you in the program, and Jen will have that all set up 30 minutes before the Zoom on Monday. You'll get an email with the link, and you'll be included in all the communications.
Okay.
And Monday morning,
Sure.
I'll say, just to cover all the time zones here,
Okay.
before noon on Monday morning, you will receive a text letting you know you've been enrolled in Mindset 60. And you'll get an email and you can dive in whenever you want and start. You're not going to go in there and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, there's all this information. There's a short video showing you how to navigate the site. There's a short video showing you if you want to use our app, but we're gonna have a checkoff sheet too, right, Todd? So there's that, and then there will be one little video released each day. So you will have access Monday morning by noon.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there'll be a weekly checkoff that you just do it by paper, and then you just take a picture of it and email it in. So that's how we're going to be handling our accountability.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? All right. I think they got it. I'm excited for these to all, the best of these worlds coming together.
Yep, fantastic. Jens, thank you so much for introducing us today to Mindset 60. We're excited about it. Thank you, Mary, for being here with us. Appreciate your sharing of your own experience. And thanks to all of you who joined us. This is going to be a great start to a fantastic program, which it's really just a vehicle for like-minded people with similar goals and desires to come together and support one another, gain the information we need, gain the community that we need in order to move us forward, and have a chance to celebrate and recognize each other's successes. So with that, we'll go ahead and bring this to a close, and we look forward to seeing you and all your friends and family on Monday night. Thanks, everybody. Have a
All
great
right.
weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great
Bye.
day.
Everyone have a
Thank
great
you.
Saturday,
Bye.
weekend.
Bye.